morning, welcome to this second part of the Lithuanian adventure. Currently in Vilnius, waiting for a taxi to take to the train station because we are going to Kaunas for a day and we're going to check out another city and see what Kaunas is all about, if I'm even pronouncing that right. But yeah, I'm excited for this train journey. It's a double-decker train, which I've only ever been on once, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But let's go to Kaunas. From one old town to another. Now in Kaunas, and the first place we're going to is the Kaunas Castle. Let's go check it out. One thing that was instantly noticed is Kaunas is so much more quieter than Vilnius, which is nice, for me anyway. We are at Kaunas Castle, nice little statue behind me as well. It was first mentioned in written sources in 1361, I believe, and it was built by the Teutonic Order on this riverfront to help defend from river attacks. Now this is all that remains of the castle, and there's a little museum inside. Costs €3 to get in, so if you're into history and want to learn a little bit more about this beautiful castle, or the remnants of this beautiful castle, go inside. But nice little first stop here in Kaunas. Nice. Now standing in the heart of Old Town Kaunas, right by the town hall, and it first started construction in the 1500s. And a little not so fun fact is the bell tower is the highest point in Old Town Kaunas, which is 53 meters, I think, and it's under construction. Not construction, reconstruction, restoration, whatever, but this is the whole of Town Hall. And next, we're going, oh look, another church. They're everywhere. But we are going up to that church, cathedral thing, whatever it is. Some kind of building. It looks cool, but we're going over there. St. Peter and St. Paul. Do not be misguided by its very run-down appearance on the outside, because inside is absolutely stunning and unreal. The exact date of when this Gothic style cathedral was built, but it was first mentioned in written sources in 1413, and then the construction works were concluded only in 1624. But as I say, don't be misguided, don't think that it's a run-down cathedral, because on the outside it does look very run down, especially at the top with the wooden barriers all the way up there. The inside is absolutely unreal. What a nice little spot. I have found the Hogwarts of Lithuania. No, we are outside the House of Kaunas, translated in English, the House of Thunder. Pretty badass, and it is the most original Gothic building, and it looks very similar to the Gothic church we saw in Vilnius, because they're around the same era, and it was originally built by the Hanseatic merchants and served as their office from 1440 until 1532. And then a few hundred years later, into the 19th century, it served as a school and I believe a theatre. But again, another beautiful Gothic building. Very similar to the one in Vilnius, but very unique as well. But yes, the House of Thunder. As I'm standing by the House of Thunder, over there, just behind me, is the Church of Viltatas the Great. So, may as well go check it out since it's a stone's throw away. I really like Lithuania. It's very nice. Definitely exceeded my expectations, and try not to fall over. Whilst I was filming, someone came up to me on a bike and checking out my YouTube. So if you're watching this, dude, awesome to meet ya. Okay, so I have to be a little quiet on this one because we are in a residential area, but we have come to a place called the Yard Gallery. And what this Yard Gallery is, as you can see, there's loads of different paintings and art pieces here, and it was a local artist who came up with this idea over 10 years ago, an artist called Yatenis Yakas, probably pronouncing that wrong. When he moved here, he realised that there was no community here, so he came up with the idea of creating this place, bringing this place alive. But he originally put put photos of Jewish families on the walls here, I guess in memory of them. They used to live here as such, and kind of create like a little bit of a memorial for them. To bring together a neighborhood community. And then from the photos of these families, he started painting the walls and really bringing his artwork to life. And now it's one of the, not one of the main, but a big tourism spot here in Kaunas. But this is just some of his artwork. nice little spot. Quite a lot of street art here in Kaunas and in Vilnius as well, which maybe we'll be going to another day. But this is my favourite piece here. Little cat sitting by the window. And also this piece here. But we have to be quiet because it is a residential area, so you have to respect the neighbours. But yeah, what a cool concept of bringing together a neighbourhood community. You should definitely check it out. So right behind me is the Church of Saint Michael the Archangel? Whichever one. The Church of Saint Michael. And this was built in 1895, I believe, when Kaunas was part of the Russian Empire. And it's a neo-Byzantine style Roman Catholic church, and it served the purpose of all the Russian troops back then when they were stationed here in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and is situated at the end of what is the longest Eastern European pedestrian street, which is 1.6 kilometers long, which is just insane. We just walked down it. Beautiful, straight street. And I'm thinking, this would be such an awesome place to do a sunrise shoot. However, we can't do that because we go back to Vilnius in a couple of hours. So maybe next time I find myself in Lithuania, we'll do a little sunrise photography walk along the longest street in Eastern Europe. But this Roman Catholic church consists of 5 domes, 4 small ones on each corner, and then 1 big one in the middle. It is absolutely enormous and beautiful. Unfortunately, we cannot go inside. For some reason, it doesn't even say on Google opening times or anything like that, so I don't even know if you can go inside full stop, but I should imagine the inside is just as spectacular as the outside. It is the next day, got back from Kaunas and just collapsed from tiredness. My legs hurt, my back hurts, my neck hurts, everything hurts, but that's the price I pay for carrying camera equipment around everywhere. Yeah, it's our last day in Lithuania and we are in the town of Trakai, where we are going to see the Trakai Castle, which is a castle situated in the middle of a lake, and I think it's Lithuania's deepest lake as well. But more on that when we get there. We've got about a 25-minute walk ahead of us. So yeah, it's not too hot today, thankfully. It's about 20 degrees, but we still have a bit of a walk to go. So let's go to Trakai Castle. Trakai Island Castle. One absolute beautiful spot. Nice moody skies to complement the terracotta coloured roofs. This building, this castle, first started construction in the 14th century by a guy called Kęstutis, I believe. And then in 1409, major works were completed by his son, Vytautas the Great. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but we saw a glimpse of the church dedicated to him in Vilnius. And then in 1430, Vytautas the Great died in this castle. There was many different stages of this castle. The first stage was just very basic, and then in 1377 it was majorly devastated by the Teutonic Knights. And then that's when they realised they needed to improve this castle and improve the strength of it. And as you can see, there's only one way in really, which is that long bridge, unless you attack by boats on this massive, beautiful lake. It's quite expensive to get in, but I'll say quite expensive. It's 12 euros to get in, which has been the most expensive tourism fee I've paid so far, but it is completely worth it. Inside there's a big museum with artifacts ranging from the 14th century all the way through to the 19th century, because in the 19th century it still held some importance. So this is definitely probably the main thing you should consider doing if you come to Lithuania and you come to stay in Vilnius. It's only half hour from Vilnius by train or by coach, and it's about a half-hour walk from the train station, but you go through the cute little town of Trakai itself, where there's lots of beautiful coloured wooden houses, and there's also a couple of museums there. There's a Holocaust museum there and some other ruins and interesting buildings. Whether we have time to go see them today, I don't know. But Trakai Island Castle. I was going to fly my drone and get some nice aerial shots, but I don't know, we'll see. It's very stormy at the minute, it's thundering in the distance, and as you can see, there's very moody skies, which to be fair are complementing the castle itself. Definitely head here, it's beautiful. So back in Tallinn at the bus terminal to endure a 9-hour coach journey to Estonia. Got back from Trakai and went to get some food and didn't really have much time to do anything else. But that is the end of this Lithuanian adventure. I'm going to spend the next 2 or 3 days in Estonia just to recover and rest up and that. But, excuse me. But yeah, next time will be another travel video where I am flying to Sweden for the first time, and I'm flying business class as well. A little more on that story when we get to that video, because it's very exciting. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, this is the end of Lithuania. What a journey it's been. What a crazy 4 days it's been here. So yeah, if you did enjoy this installation, even if you saw part 1 or part 2, hit that thumbs up button and we'll see you in Sweden. See you later.